To be the best, whether in sports or business or any aspect of life, it's never enough just to get to the top. You have to stay there, and then you have to climb higher. Most people will settle for being good enough, but if you want to be unstoppable, those words mean nothing to you. Being the best means engineering your life so you never stop until you get what you want, and then you keep going until you get what's next, and then you go for more. Relentless. Everything you need to be great is already inside of you. Your ambitions and secrets, your darkest dreams, they're waiting for you to just let go. It's time to stop listening to what everyone else says about you, telling you what to do, how to act, how you should feel. Let them judge you by your results and nothing else. Decide, commit, act, succeed, and repeat.
I definitely agree that it's a good idea to, and you're not someone that I'm worried about, like, going off the deep end after a show and, having to diet again on no calories and stuff like that. So
Right.
you have a good balance. So you're someone I would definitely say, yeah, when you're ready and your mind is right and you're excited, start targeting shows.
Alrighty, here we have a taco salad. It's just some butter lettuce, peeled cucumber, pico de gallo, some ground turkey meat, and these blue corn red hot chips. So yummy. And topped off with this hot sauce. So this is a really good option. For example, I really wanted to have some chips, but if you eat them separately, then it doesn't seem like a lot because it's not. But if you eat it with the salad, you still get to taste the chips and you're satisfied and you're not eating too many chips. Everything in moderation, guys. Hey YouTube, welcome to the Gold's Gym posing room. You guys have seen this before. I figured it was time to do a YouTube update just on some things going on. So as you guys know, we're not allowed to film at Gold, so we have to email in and ask permission and get like a little badge that you have to wear around. Long story short, I've emailed them, haven't responded. I talked to them today and we should be setting something up on a more regular basis so I can get more training footage for you guys. I did kind of sneak some footage in today. I believe I got some cable row, just regular cable row. I did 4 sets of that. I was doing working sets of anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. I then went on and did some rope straight arm pull down. I absolutely love those. I did working sets of 4 for 12 reps as well. And then I did a superset with a machine row, and you guys saw that one as well. Again, I literally had to like sneak these clips in, so sorry they're not the best angles. I had a towel over the camera. If you follow my Snapchat, you probably got a good laugh at that one. I feel pretty proud for how I had to sneak those in. Anyways, so that was my training today. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of this video. If you did, make sure to comment below and let me know what you thought about it. If you guys haven't been able to tell, I will be incorporating the book Relentless into this Relentless series. I did not know the book existed until Randy Kennedy, a very good friend of mine, gave me the book, wrote me the sweetest note at the beginning of the book, and I literally started reading it as soon as she gave it to me. I got on the plane from Vegas to LA, and I was already reading it, and I came back with this fire that's like ignited, and I'm so focused and so just in my zone. I feel like I'm coming into my moment still, even though I also feel like I'm somewhat in my moment. I know right now it's kind of more so in, it's not necessarily in the spotlight, because improvement season is when typically on social media and stuff like that, you get a lot less attention or a lot less reward or a lot less like, oh, your physique looks great, whatever, because people aren't that impressed by a physique that's not super lean. And I'm not saying that that's what I believe, because it's definitely not. I actually look at girls in their off season and I'm like, dang girl, you look good. Like, not only do you have muscle on you, which is absolutely beautiful, but you have a little bit of body fat that says, I like to fitness, but I also like to eat some ice cream with you, maybe. Want to go for some ice cream, please? Anyways, that's not where this conversation is going. Update on my diet. So if you follow me on Twitter, ehfitness21, then you may have seen that I have not been tracking my macros. Ah, let's have a freak out. Last year, after my shows, I did pretty much a textbook reverse diet. Of course, I had some days here and there where I didn't hit my macros. No one's perfect. I had a few days where I just went over, but overall, I actually was probably a little bit leaner a few weeks after my show because I was reverse dieting so well, so properly, but also really slowly. And this year, I literally had no desire to further my deficit. For me, this time around, my prep was very long. It was a very hard prep. Near the end, I was struggling every single day. And I'm not complaining about that by any means, but I was at a position where I was like, you know what? I love this, I do, but I don't want to feel like this anymore. So I am not going to reverse diet textbook. I'm just going to do what's best for me and what's best for my mental health. So could I have stayed leaner post-show? Absolutely. Did I have any desire whatsoever to keep that leanness? Absolutely not. Something that I continuously reminded myself of during prep as I would get leaner and leaner and, I looked better than I had ever looked and leaner than I had ever looked. Sorry, I shouldn't say better. I didn't look better. I just looked leaner than I had ever looked, and it was the most complete package that I have ever brought. So as I got, new progress pictures and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I like how I look, I would remind myself, Emily, this is not maintainable. This is not attainable for anyone, not even myself, except for inside of a competition prep. So it's very important if you're in prep to remind yourself what you're doing to get there. My calories got pretty low. My cardio, it wasn't crazy high or anything, but it is competition prep, and it did get a lot higher at the end, and I didn't have as much energy. It just all comes along with prep. And I know that, and I know that there's a time and a season to feel that way and go through the struggle and show yourself that you can do it. And there's a time and a season to come out of that and to push hard in everything you do, but now you also have energy to live. I have honestly been enjoying it so much. The first few days when I got back, I eyeballed, I guesstimated, and I tried to track a little bit, but I wasn't saying, okay, I'm gonna hit these numbers. And at a certain point, I just kind of told my coach, Paul's my coach, you guys saw me FaceTime with him. I kind of just talked to him and I was like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. I don't feel bingy whatsoever. I haven't really had a problem with that. I've never been one to I don't know, that's just never been a struggle of mine, so I don't have those tendencies. I do not feel out of control by any means. I just simply don't feel like weighing every single thing that I eat. I love tracking, especially in a deficit. However, I think it's totally fine to take a break away from tracking. So for me, I don't have stress tracking. I just feel like it's unnecessary because I literally can eyeball everything and I know the portions that I'm consuming and I'm maintaining my weight. I'm not gaining weight, so by no means am I looking to gain weight here or going overboard or whatsoever. I'm rambling. I feel great. Mentally, I feel great. I feel healthy. I feel like an athlete. I'm able to go to play volleyball at the gym on Sundays and I feel amazing and I feel like I'm jumping higher. I feel like myself and I love it. And the second that I feel like I want to start tracking macros again and hitting certain numbers every single day, I absolutely will. I don't know if that'll be tomorrow, probably not. I don't know if it'll be next week or maybe in a month or two. I'm perfectly fine how I am. And again, I know people are gonna be like, Emily, you don't have to justify yourself. You should just do it, not justify yourself. Wrong. I chose to put myself on social media, so whether I like it or not, I kind of need to explain or elaborate to people when I choose to do certain things. So I'm choosing to elaborate on this. Now, as far as cardio goes, I have been doing cardio as I please. Meaning, if I wake up in the morning and I want to go get a morning cardio session in, then I do. It's never really planned, unless the girls are all going and they're all like, hey, you want to do cardio in the morning? And then we all decide to go do cardio in the morning. But it's kind of part of my normal routine. So my cardio in the morning is not to burn calories. I really don't care if I burn 1 or 1,000 calories. It's literally just to make me feel good, to make me feel alive, also to help with muscle recovery and soreness. After a really hard leg day, the next day I might want to go in and do some biking or do some walking or elliptical or something, just get blood flowing to help with recovery. My weight So before Vegas, I was 133 pounds, which is normal for me in my improvement season. And then after Vegas, I was 133 pounds. I didn't gain anything. So what that tells me is that my body has found like its happy spot. Now, with that said, this morning I did wake up at 131. So I'm not sure if that was just a low weight fluctuation, if I'll weigh 133 in the morning, or I don't really care. I'm just monitoring it. I'll just be able to track my weight and see the fluctuations and see the overall averages. So I'll kind of keep you guys updated and let you know if I'm maintaining at 131, 133, but that's generally where my body always stays. So my goals for this improvement season is to absolutely eat in a surplus. That's one thing that I didn't really touch on, but when I did talk with my coach Paul, he did suggest to me to go ahead and track every few days, because I eat the same things every single day. So he's like, track every few days and just make sure that you really are eating enough. That was his main concern, is just making sure that I am in a surplus so that I can be putting all of my hard work in the gym to use. I can be adding muscle. That's our main concern right now. And then as soon as I feel like I want to be tracking, we are going to try and add carbs every week and try and just kind of push my metabolic capacity and see where we can get to before prep starts. Now, the question that everyone has been asking me, Emily, when is your pro debut? I am not setting a date yet. I do have certain shows in mind and I am very focused and very just driven towards those, but at the same time, I'm not holding myself to it. I'm not putting any pressure on it. I want to make sure that I make the necessary changes to come in to my pro debut. I want the judges to look at me and say, she had a pro physique, that's why we gave her her pro card, that's why she earned it, but she improved and came back even better, and now she's a good pro. That's what I want them to say. So those are my goals right now. I'll, of course, keep you guys updated. It's been 10 minutes. This was not supposed to be a 10-minute talk. Upcoming things that you may be excited about. The New York trip that I'm taking is going to be the weekend of Halloween. So if you'll be in New York City on Halloween weekend, you need to stay tuned for some certain details that we will be releasing, and you'll be able to buy certain tickets October 3rd. I'm just gonna like slide that right past you. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to update you guys on my life, where I've been, what I've been doing. I did get a new lens. I had so much computer trouble and hard drive trouble. That's why I've been like a little bit MIA. I've been dealing with a lot of technical difficulties, but new lens, new hard drive, everything's organized. Got Final Cut Pro. What's up? So life is good. I'm here, I like wake up every single day and I'm like, I can't wait to do what's next. I can't wait to film another thing for Emily TV, whether it's a topic talk, a recipe, whatever it might be. I can't wait to think of another idea for my next YouTube video, which, by the way, if you guys have ideas for me, if you haven't noticed, I really like to make sure that you guys leave with something, not just updates on my life or updates on what I'm doing, but I want you guys to leave these videos feeling inspired, feeling motivated to go and do what you want to do in your own life. That way it's not just, oh, you know, look at my life. I want you guys to get something out of every one of these videos. And by the way, if I haven't said this yet, going to the Olympia, I don't know if you guys can tell, I keep saying this, but I am like so incredibly motivated. Going there and being able to meet you guys in person. I know that I always say that every time I meet you in person, but for some reason the Olympia was like somewhat life-changing for me. It really, really, really reminded me that I love this. I don't care what happens, who says what, how many times I get torn down for X, Y, and Z. I don't care. I'm going to continue to do it because it's making a difference, and that's what I live for. So, end story, 12 minutes long. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next YouTube video. Or on Emily TV, if you're part of our little Emily TV family. I love you guys.
Bat a dog down like that.
You're that cute.
Oh my god, wait.
I don't know what you're trying to do to me.
He kind of came when I called him.
Well,
He kind of came.
kind of came is better than.
Boy. Not at all.
Not at all.
You remind me a lot of his brother. A
Oh,
lot.
he loves leashes. Yeah, he likes to walk himself.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Thor, you want him to walk you?
That'd be entertaining.
I had a friend with a dog that like just did not care about his people and like would run off.